Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today we're going to be making homemade vanilla wafers. Now, I've made vanilla wafers before, but I honestly didn't like the recipe, the one that I tried before. So this is a new recipe, so I'm hoping this one will be better. I'm making these wafers because next day I will be making homemade vanilla pudding, and we will turn that and these homemade wafers into homemade banana pudding. It's the one that I serve my family and they love it. So let's go ahead and get started. First, we need to go ahead and turn on our oven to 350 degrees. We're gonna need a cookie sheet today, and we need to line it with parchment paper. And now we're gonna need to go ahead and take a large bowl. We need half a cup of unsalted butter softened, which I have in my bowl here. And we're gonna go ahead and add in 2/3 cup of granulated cane sugar to that. And now we're gonna go ahead and beat it with the mixer. I have beat the sugar and the butter until it was fluffy. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add in 1 large egg. Also, to the egg, we're gonna add in 4 teaspoons. Yes, I did say 4 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. And we will go ahead and beat this on low speed. I have beat in all the vanilla extract, and now we need to add in our dry ingredients, which I have right here in the bowl. I have 1½ cups all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We are going to go ahead and add some of it to our wet mixture, and in between or towards the end, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of milk. I am using 2% milk here, but if you have whole milk, that would taste even better. Your dough should look like this after incorporating all the dry ingredients into the wet with the milk added. Now we're going to need to go ahead and scrape the dough about 2 teaspoon size scoops and put it on some parchment paper. If you like what you're seeing today, please hit the subscribe button down below. Alrighty, now we need to go ahead and take those teaspoons. I've got my parchment paper here on my cookie sheet, and it said it had to be 2 teaspoons full of dough. So let's see if I can do something like that. Let's go ahead and we need to have them apart. Like so. And then it says with the recipe that we needed to go ahead and take our finger and just wet our finger and moisten it and just press down a little bit on the cookie. Try to make it like a circle there. And just flatten it just a little bit. And now we're going to need to go ahead and do that all the way around the cookie sheet. And we need to have these cookies at least 2 inches apart. So I'll go ahead and work on the rest of them. But here is the first one. The cookies that I got ready on the sheet. Now we need to go ahead and put them in a 350 degree oven and bake for 12 to 14 minutes or until they get more light golden brown around the edges. And then we'll cool them. Here it's been 12 minutes and the cookies are not brown, and they really did get huge. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the dough and only do 1 teaspoon because I thought they were going to be smaller, like, you know, vanilla wafer cookies like, you know, you purchase at the store. But they probably will taste delicious. So I'll continue baking these a couple more minutes. Here's the vanilla wafers. I ended up doing them after 14 minutes. They still were not brown, so I did it another 4 minutes, so it went 18 minutes. And like I said, the next batch I'm just going to do 1 teaspoonful, so that way they're a little bit smaller, kind of like what you get in the package, like your vanilla you know, wafer cookies, like the vanilla ones, and then we'll see how they look. These cookies need to cool 5 to 10 minutes before we remove them from the parchment paper and onto a plate. The cookies are all done. Now we'll go ahead and have a taste test of these vanilla wafer cookies. Now let's go ahead and try them. They are definitely bigger than what I took the recipe from the internet, and the cookies that the woman put on there, they were a lot smaller. They look like something you would get in a box of like vanilla wafers from the store. These are definitely bigger. Doesn't mean that's a bad thing, but let's go ahead and see what they taste like. You can definitely taste the butter and the vanilla extract. They are delicious. We are going to go ahead and use these wafer cookies for tomorrow. I will be making homemade vanilla pudding that we will then turn into homemade banana pudding. So you might want to go ahead and look out for tomorrow's recipe. Well, thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, and I hope you have a good day.